Hi everyone, my name is Laurent Kubaski. I'm the product manager for Files Connect, and today I'm going to show you how to authenticate against a Files Connect external data source. In this example, we will use Google Drive, which is a cloud external data source, and SharePoint on-premises, which is an on-premises external data source. Let's start with Google Drive. The first time you click on a Google Drive external data source, you will see this message. You're accessing Google Drive for the first time. Click here to link your external account to Salesforce. So click on this link and you are redirected to Google. Click on accept and you are now back in Salesforce. And now you can click on Google Drive again and access all your Google Drive documents. You just accomplished what's called the Google Drive OAuth flow. Let's now use SharePoint. So I click on SharePoint. You're accessing SharePoint for the first time. Click here to link your external account to Salesforce. Click on the link. And this time the user interface is a bit different because you access SharePoint on premises using username and password authentication. So enter your SharePoint username and your SharePoint password. Hit save. Okay, and you can now go back to the Files tab and click on SharePoint, and you can now navigate in your SharePoint folders and access your SharePoint files. So where do we store your credentials? We store them in the My Settings section. So click on My Settings, then click on Personal, and you have a section named Authentication Settings for External Systems. So if you click there, you should see one row per Files Connect external data source. So I have one row for Google Drive, and you can see that the authentication protocol is OAuth, and then one row for SharePoint where the authentication protocol is password authentication. If you want to disconnect Files Connect from your Google Drive account, click on Delete. Okay, and then if I click on Google Drive again from the Files tab, I will see again this warning message, and then I can re-authenticate against Google Drive. So again, Personal Authentication Settings for External Systems, that's where we store your credentials. Now, what happens if your external data source password changes, or if your external password expires? Using Google Drive as an example, I'm going from the Google Drive user interface, I'm going to disconnect my Salesforce org. So to do this, I go to Settings, Manage Apps, and I'm going to disconnect my Salesforce org from Google Drive. So in this case, my Google Drive credentials are still stored in this authentication settings for external systems section, but they are not valid anymore. So if I go to Files, and if I click on Google Drive, I will have a slightly different message. We couldn't log you to Google Drive. Click here to check your credentials. So click on the link. And this time you are redirected to the authentication settings for external system section. To start the authentication flow again, make sure this checkbox is selected and click on Save. This time you can re-authenticate against Google Drive. I just click on Accept. I am back in Salesforce, and then I can access Google Drive. And it's the exact same concept for SharePoint on premises. If your SharePoint password expires, you will see the same warning message. Click on the link, and then you need to re-authenticate against SharePoint online. Thank you.